Hello, hey everyone. I gotta hit okay. All right. So my name is Lisa McClease Kelly, and hopefully you will all able to take part this month's agenda based on the book Who Not How by Dr. Ben Hardy and Dan Sullivan. If you have not read or listened to this book, I believe it's worth your time and effort to do so. I've listened to it, I don't know, a dozen times, multiple times. And every time I hear something that I didn't hear before, or I'm reminded about something that I probably should be doing. And I'm just going to read a little synopsis of the book just in case you're not familiar with it. So, Who Not How argues that to achieve 10 times growth, leaders must stop asking, how can I do this? And instead ask, who can do this for me? By focusing on your unique abilities and hiring or partnering with experts or who's to handle your execution, you free up time, reduce stress, and accelerate results. So think about shifting your mindset. Stop acting as the bottleneck, trying to learn every skill. Instead, leverage the skills of others. The power of who, the right people or the who's can execute tasks faster and better than you can, turning your vision into reality. Paying for expertise is an investment that multiplies your output, not a cost. Focus on your unique ability. So spend your time on what you do best and delegate the rest. And then freedom and growth. This approach reduces burnout, frees up thousands of hours, and allows you to build a team that thrives and in overcoming challenges. So, for those of you who don't know me, my husband and I own two automotive shops in Southern Oregon. I run an NIA franchise with three groups. We own 9 properties, most of which are out of the state. For a while, I was also coaching other automotive shops around the country. And some of my children and my only grandchildren live out of the country. So we travel a lot for business and personal reasons. In fact, last week I was at the NIA conference in New Mexico. Then we flew to Tennessee for a couple of days to check on some properties. And right now I am in a hotel in Toledo, Ohio at my automotive mastermind group where I'm actually a participant. And people are constantly asking me, I don't know how you do it. How do you do all that you do? And my answer is, I don't. I have amazing people that help me with all of this. So we have managers in the shops. We have a company called BBSI who does our payroll, our workers' comp, and most of the heavy lifting with our HR. Hi, Hope. I saw you were here. They even have leadership training for our managers. I'm technically in charge of our 401k for the shops, but I have my office managers take care of that. I have a company called Juggernaut Marketing who takes care of our websites and our Google Ads. I have property managers who help take care of our properties. I have Crystal Neff, my executive assistant, who does most of the background work for my NIA groups. I have my bookkeeper from Bright Financial who helps me with all of our businesses and properties. I have someone who cleans my house a few times a month. And now I've just hired my son's girlfriend to actually bring in my mail and sort it because it was piling up on my kitchen table and I wasn't getting to it fast enough. So you might be thinking, well, what do you do if you have all these people? I live in my genius. So I write and voice all of the automotive shop, radio, and television commercials. I do all of the social media for my NIA groups, the properties, and the shops. I have a staff of 25 at the shops and about 50 NIA clients, and I'm able to take time to coach those who want or need it. I'm out networking 3 to 4 times a week. I'm meeting with people who are either prospective clients or for NIA or someone I think I can connect to one of my NIA members. I'm on the board of a nonprofit and on the marketing committee for them. I know I can't do it all myself. I know where my strengths lie and what I really don't want to or probably shouldn't be doing. I believe that the who, not how concept can change people's lives, which is why I'm so passionate about it. So who here has read the book? Raise your hand. Anybody? Yes. Crystal has. Mary Sue has. A couple of you. Excellent. Okay. So for those who attended the meetings and went through the agenda, what surprised you? What did you realize maybe that you didn't need to be doing anymore? Just go ahead and take yourself off mute.
I'm going to say I wasn't necessarily surprised so much as relieved that I found my next who when I was at NIA last time. So she's actually coming to my house tomorrow and we're doing video because it's my least favorite thing to do, but
Hmm.
is the best way for people to find me with what I do in posting on YouTube and on Google. And I just hated just sitting and doing it. So she's my accountability buddy and kind of like my marketing person that has been missing and that I've been looking for the last couple of years. So I was very excited about that conversation that happened.
Very nice. Was she a who that you found in NIA?
Yeah.
Excellent. I love that. And somebody just said something about doing a $10 job. Go ahead and take yourself off mute and tell us about that. Okay. Anybody else who had a revelation during the agenda or after the agenda?
I can jump in there, Lisa.
Yeah.
So, I realized I have a ton of who's. I just don't use them all. And so, I love to do things myself, and because I love that tactical, hands-on. I like to know it's done right. But we have some amazing people, even in our office, but also in just my life, that I have so many people I can use. I just don't use them. So I'm learning how to let go a little bit and really focus in on the people that are amazing and just really champion them to do what I need them to help me with. So
Yeah, excellent. I love that. So I call myself a recovering control freak
same.
because I am always learning to let go of things because, like you said, I always think I can do it better. But what happens when we let somebody who that's their genius, when we let them do what they do really well, it's amazing what they can do, probably so much better than I can. Who else? Kat, you ran the agenda. How did that go?
I thought it went fine. The some of the members picked up on the fact that they were doing some things that they needed to offload.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked through what are some of those tasks where they might need to turn it over to somebody else, and then it even got down to who are some good options for that. Because if they weren't a member of the group, then we would identify somebody who to go after, and ended up making some introductions before leaving the room. So trying to get
Excellent.
people to actually think through what they can offload, and then on the other side of it, what can they help people with to free them up from tasks that they shouldn't be doing. So how can they
Right.
share that information to be helpful to their own clients?
I love that. So becoming a who for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the beauty of this is that you can be someone's who. I am who's for my assistant. I pay her money. I am a who for her, right? I help her grow her business. And so during when I ran the meetings, I had to ask her afterwards, how many clients do you think you can handle? Because I heard a lot of people say that they needed an executive assistant. So is she ready to maybe grow and hire somebody
Mm-hmm.
else to be a who for her? Because there's a lot of people that realize that they could use her in all three of my groups.
I knew for a long time that I needed to get a virtual assistant because I like you am a control freak and do everything myself. Um, so it actually worked out. I when I was at the summit, Angela gave me the name of her virtual assistant, who actually is in North Carolina, only a couple hours from me. So I'm actually setting up a time to meet with her. With all the AI tools that I've created for recruiting new members, I really need somebody that's going to follow up to the emails that I get and schedule and things like that. So rather than me spending my time doing that, I'm definitely going to utilize an assistant to do that for me because I realized that I'm much better off being out meeting with people and getting people to join the team rather than sitting in front of the computer, sending emails and responding to emails and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a breakout room. Let's put 3 or 4 people in a room if we can. And here's some questions that I want you to answer because you probably answered a lot of questions already in the agenda. So here's one. It's a little bit different. What is one big goal or dream? Something big, not something small that you could just pass off, but a big goal or dream that you've been putting off. And who could help you make that goal or dream possible? So, one big goal or dream that you've been putting off, and who could help you make that dream possible? And we'll see you back in about 12 minutes.
All right, we're back. Lisa, go ahead and unmute.
Welcome back. Okay, I would love to hear from anyone who wants, otherwise, I'm going to start picking people again. So, what was one dream or goal that you want to accomplish? Something big. Who wants to tell us?
I can share for our group.
Okay.
So we had Carolyn in the group, and before Jim joined us, we talked a little bit about our franchises, and she set a big goal to consider, since she hasn't launched her franchise yet, to look at 3 months out launching an NIAX or Trades Together group. And so her next steps are to talk to Scott and see how that works. So she made that commitment with me. And then Jim is doing really good as an owner operator. And so we kind of got into his big goal on growth. He's got great KPIs that are lagging indicators, 2 new clients a month that send 2 jobs per month. We talked about leading indicators. How many calls does he need to make? He knows that. So we got in the who, not how, of while he's a single entrepreneur, that who could be someone in his NIA group. It could be a service provider that maybe can feed more opportunities, into him. And these aren't just referrals from members. Those are gravy, but systematically somebody who's helping get appointments on his calendar so he can hold the appointments, close the business, and do the work.
Well, there was just 3 of us, which was really, really great. And I had Rudy, and he works with businesses. He needs like some sales folks and things like that. We didn't get too deep into the who's as much as we probably could have. And then Jen as well. And Jen also does business sales. So we're looking for business to business type referral partners. And so all of us actually have business to business type referral partners. And then we started talking about the band. So I apologize. It happens. Um, Lisa knows. So that's kind of where we are, but a lot of business to business, and how can we help each other with, can we grow nationally? Do we have the ability to work with people on a national level, and that's kind of where we were.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do another breakout room. And please always start with your name and the name of your business and where you are. And the questions for this one is, who is the first person you should contact, not someday, but now? And what would you ask that person for specifically?
What's
Okay,
that question one more time?
Who is the first person that you should contact now? Not someday, but now. And what would you ask that person for specifically? So who could be your who? And who are you going to contact? What are you going to ask them specifically?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get that breakout room started. Please accept your room invites. See you all in 12 minutes.
Who do you wish you had 1, 3, or 5 years ago? Who do you wish you had 1, 3, or 5 years ago? And I'm going to start because I wish I would have had Crystal. A long time ago, my executive assistant, instead of trying to learn Microsoft Word, which I hate with a passion, instead of trying to do all the bookkeeping, all the little things that I'm not good at. I'm a big picture person, and I wish I would have found a Crystal or my Crystal a long time ago. Make my life a lot easier. I'd probably be a lot further than I am now with all of my businesses. So, Shannon, how about you? Who do you wish you had 1, 3, or 5 years ago?
Well, I haven't done the assistant yet. So probably that's probably where I am. Although I do have somebody that helps me with my marketing. They've helped me for a few years. I wish I would have jumped on that a lot sooner. Just my posts and things like that, because it's not my wheelhouse at all. And they're consistent and keep me on track.
Good. I love that. Sal, how about you?
Honestly, it's kind of personal, but my therapist. And
Yeah.
I've had her for 2 years now. I wish I had her 5 years ago because it's taken 2 years to get to where I am. But if it were 5 years ago, I would have not had the struggles the last couple of years and getting my groups launched and really taking off. So, um, very big believer in it, and I think that if anyone ever thinks that they don't need one, I think everybody needs to or could use somebody to talk to.
Absolutely. That is huge. Thank you so much for sharing that. That
You're
is
welcome.
huge. So, I coached automotive shops and business owners for about 15 years, and I couldn't have done it without a coach. So, my coaches have helped me move forward, in mindset and in other ways throughout the years. So, yes, Sal, you are so right. That's such a great example. Okay, John, how about you? Who do you wish you had? Who do you wish you had 1, 3, or 5 years ago?
I'm trying to think of one, and I'm really not coming up with something. Um, because I pretty much had all the things that I need. I've got a lot in place. Um,
Okay. Hey, Rudy, how about you?
I probably wish I was using Chat GPT 5 years ago. Just made my life easier with formulating documents and emails and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not like a technically a person, but it's using a tool that makes it more efficient for me to do business.
Yeah, hey, Chat GPT is my who. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Kath?
VA, like the guys are saying, the AI solutions to automate some things. Um, uh, Certainly a marketing person who's helping me with post on a regular basis and getting all that stuff scheduled.
Good. Hope, how about you?
For me, Tyler Lake with Juggernaut Marketing, straight up. Like for both BBSI and all the other stuff that I do, he's been a great resource for us. And um, he's an amazing human, first of all, but he just, his marketing skills are incredible. And he's helped in so many ways with so many of our clients and everything. So
Love that. Crystal?
I don't think Crystal was actually in that set. She just came in. Correct me
Oh,
if I'm wrong, Crystal.
No, I've been here.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of somebody else.
No, I agree with honestly all of them. I feel like um it's harder for me to pinpoint an exact one, but like I because yeah, my assistant whole I have now have a second assistant because I loved it so much. I did it again, right? Like I'm actually a part of strategic coach, so I'm in my third year there, and so I feel like without that and without AI and without my right, like none of it would be possible. So it's been a fun like, but could if I could have had all the whole herd 5 years ago, yeah, that would have been
mhm.
great. But it didn't exist, like, a lot of that didn't happen yet, right? So.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, Jim, how about you?
So mine is it's a business accountability group.
Mm,
It's cool because we get together and we actually talk about and we hold each other accountable on goals every month and all that. But the thing about this group, we're also religious, so we hold accountability to keeping religion attached to your business and also in your personal life to kind of how we connect it all together. And it's been enlightening and um it's nice. I wish I had that in my previous job. But it's kind of cool as a single business owner and all that to have other business owners hold me accountable for a lot of my goals and everything.
Yeah, totally. Michelle, I see you popped in. Welcome. So, who do you wish you had 1, 3, or 5 years ago?
Feel free to unmute,
You're
Michelle.
on mute.
Sorry, my NIA groups. Right. I'm not at a desk. I'm sitting on a porch. There are just, it's just a whole nest of who's, and like Tyler's in there, and just gleaning from all of those other people. Like I get so much from that, and I got my virtual assistant from that. Lisa, you like having that coaching and advice. So I have somebody to bounce off of. I wish I would have had that right out of the chute, but I had to stumble for a little while and then I found it.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, we love you. Okay, Lenny.
Well, I'm going to echo something a couple of other people said because I'm an AI expert and I build AI systems and, from scratch. And so, yeah, I mean, I would probably be, I have to look back in about 2 years and think, wow, what an interesting ride. But if I had the systems that we have now, even 2, 3 years ago, the capabilities have come on so incredibly, strong that, I think that I would have more products out there in the marketplace now, and I probably would have a bit more traction. But I've been in tech for 30 years, and so it's somewhat of almost like a dream come true. Like, oh, great, I don't need my developers anymore, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but I have the robot army, and so I develop all my own virtual assistants. I have virtual employees, basically. I have my own dashboards, my own operations center. So if I had it a couple, 3 years ago, I'd probably be further along in certain ways, but I lean very, very heavily on those kind of things, definitely.
Nice. Okay. Different question. What would your life or business look like 1 year from now if you stopped asking, how do I do this, and started asking, who can help me do this? Kath.
Say that one more time.
What could your life or business look like if you stopped asking, how can I do this, and started asking, who can help me do this 1 year from now?
I think more focused, because it's going to require me to focus on being explicit about requirements and quality to hand it off to somebody. And then I get to focus on the things that I want to do, or that I think that I need to use my expertise at. So I think more focus.
Good. Okay. Joe, same question. What could your life or business look like 1 year from now if you stopped asking how and started asking who?
Asking how, start asking who. I'd have a lot more free time to spend with my kids.
Oh, that's important.
Mhm.
That's a really big one. Excellent. Christian, I saw you were on here. Are you there?
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi. What question? So, same question. What could your life or business look like 1 year from now if you stopped asking how and started asking who?
I feel like I'm not stuck in just ruminating all the ideas that I have, and I can actually build like things that are like creatively keeps popping up in my head. It's like, oh, I can build this, I can build this, I can build this. But because I don't have a whole lot of who's, if I have a who that to help me build all those things, then it'd be super awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
Absolutely.
and I'm kind of like in the world of Lenny. It's like, man, if I can have an operations team, that'd be super, like an AI operations team, that'd be super awesome.
It is super awesome.
Yeah.
It is.
I might need to connect with you.
Please.
Excellent. Okay, who hasn't answered a question yet? Let's see here. Carolyn, are you there?
I am trying to get myself off mute.
Okay, so same question. What could your life or business look like 1 year from now if you stopped asking how and started asking who?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's really all about getting the help that you need so that you can multitask better, from running one business, traveling, and then getting help. That's my biggest thing, probably. Like I told Shannon, building the business by yourself and this and that, it's kind of lonely. And it'd be nice to have somebody to kind of have feedback off of, work with, or have a more maybe a full-time accountability partner, coach, something like that. That's really my issue.
Yeah, a coach could be a great thing for you. So
Mhm.
there's a resource that I talked about in one of my breakout rooms that I suggest that you guys all go to. So it's called strategiccoach.com. And so Dan Sullivan is one of the authors of this book, and he runs a company called Strategic Coach. And if you go to his website, you can download something called an impact filter. You can fill that out, and for anything, for a project that you want, for a who that you want, and you could just hand it off and you'll know. Let's say you have a project that you need done and you fill out exactly what you need and what that who needs to do, you can hand it off to somebody. It's an amazing resource. It's free. Yes, you have to put your email in there, and yes, they will market to you, but just unsubscribe and use that filter. Highly suggest it. Okay, so
Wow, that sounds interesting.
one word takeaway from today. John.
Oh my God, you put me on the spot all the time. Takeaway.
Just one word.
You gave me some good ideas for finding the property that I'm looking for, so that's probably what I'll explore.
Okay, everybody take yourself off mute so we can go down the line. All right, Rudy.
One idea I took away from today is I probably have people in my network that can help me. I just got to determine which one of those are and how to put them in play.
Good. Hope.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Thank
Crystal
you. You're
knows.
so fabulous.
Crystal knows.
That's my word. She's fabulous.
She's fabulous. Yes, she is. I happen to know that. Okay, Jim.
Today was impactful.
Good. Carolyn. Okay, Kath.
Oh, just the affirmation that thinking of things to hand off is the right direction to go all the time.
Okay, Carolyn, I see you're off mute.
Yeah, no, what he said. This has been very impactful, very enlightening for me today. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Glad I was on.
Joe.
It's been good to revisit these topics. Again, read the book, so to come back and revisit and reinitialize them.
Good. Jen. Christian.
If I want to expand my creativity, I need people that can help me.
Oh, I love that. Sal.
I hate to say it again, but impactful. I'm glad that I came on today. I've missed way too many of these, and I'm not going to miss any more.
Good. Lenny.
Let's say team. My word.
Excellent. Michelle.
Write it down. That way it doesn't become just a thought in my head.
Love it. And Shannon.
A great reminder that it's not just what we want to be done. We do need to get into the details a little bit, right? Like otherwise it is just that dream that I want this, but in order for that to happen, I need to put it into some steps. And that's the reminder that we need if we were to give it to a who anyway.
Right. Excellent. Okay, guys, thank you for taking an hour out of your day. I appreciate your time. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you all later.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Lisa.
very much, Lisa.
Thank you.
And
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
for those of you still here, I do want to encourage everyone to check back on April 15th and April 1st. We are going to have a different kind of Network with the Nations. Scott Talley is going to be quarterbacking Who's in Your AI Corner, a mastermind on AI best practices. And then on April, let me go ahead and share the screen here. I brought it up for a reason. Boom, bada bing. Howdy ho. All right, here we go. So, yes, moving things out the way here. Right. April 1st, Who's in Your AI Corner, hosted by Scott Talley. a mastermind on AI best practices, followed by April 15th. That'll be the third Wednesday of the month for our sales mastery session hosted by Robert Ficken, Why Salespeople Fail and How to Fix It. And then once again, we're going to be graced by Miss Sherry Tree. She is the founder of Bank. She is awesome. Definitely check in for that. She is high energy, total action person, and you're in for a treat with her. So check back on April 22nd. That will be the fourth Wednesday of the month. Thank you all for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Network in Action, Network with the Nations, Sales Mastery and Focus Forum. Be well. Take care.
Thank you, Daniela.